So y'all, today we're gonna be learning the differences of Game Sonic and Movie Sonic by watching a lore video by a YouTuber named Deshaney. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I don't really know any differences except, you know, Sonic's arms being blue in the movies and it being tan in the games. And if I be honest with y'all, I don't get why, bro. They could have made his arms tan for real. Why they trying to hide the fact that my boy black? Bob, let's get it, y'all.
Anyone could have expected when the first trailer dropped in 2019 featuring Gangsta's Paradise and
Ew! Oh, dear. He got a flat booty. Boy, what was that ugly parasite? Bro look like a blunt lace with
oh dear.
Look at him, bro.
I don't think
Them
anyone
flat
could
cheeks.
expect that this would blossom into a very successful film trilogy with a TV spin-off and potentially more sequels and TV spin-offs on the way.
You are right.
Especially considering it was announced during a time when the series was probably at its biggest low point.
Dang!
The first movie was
What
built
do
on
you
the
mean?
basis of a
Hold
common-
on. Bro, why does everybody hate Sonic Forces? Boy, ain't no way they made y'all pay $2 for Super Sonic. That's like paying for water from the sink.
At its
What?
biggest low point.
That
And
is
the
insane.
First movie was built on the basis of a common Hollywood template of take cartoony mascot
yeah.
character and make
That
them
Smurf
come to
movie
the
was
real
horrible.
world and sit in a car with James.
Oh,
Marsden.
shoot. Bugs
Also,
Bunny.
The build up to finding out what
What?
live-action Sonic would look like.
Oh.
Okay, he's gone. They killed him
Oh.
by killing him, so we didn't
Meow.
have to suffer.
Look at him.
Oh,
Ew.
I forgot he came back.
Ew.
So if that kind of development
got a
for movie
chin
was
scrap.
3, it isn't just a one-to-one
Look at
adaptation.
Tails. Look at them
it
boys.
takes the
Look at
opportunity to
Eggman.
embrace elements of the games and
Yeah.
still does its own creative takes on things.
Yeah.
So how different is the Sonic movie world to the Sonic game world?
I want to know.
Let's find out.
That boy
For
Knuckles got them
starters, in the
Timberland
movies
boots
world,
on. Got
Sonic
the
and friends
butters.
all come from different planets across
Hey.
the galaxy and use warp rings to travel from place to place.
Okay, warp
With Sonic
rings,
ending up
okay.
on Earth for his own safety, as it was also the resting place of the Master Emerald hidden by a tribe of owls. Meanwhile, in the games, Sonic and
Wait.
friends are actually...
Is Longclaw, I think I asked you guys this before. I'm gonna sound kind of dumb, but if the story with Longclaw and Sonic, the official Sonic backstory. Also, hold on. Shout out to y'all, bro. You guys actually told me that the reason Longclaw didn't go to Earth with Sonic, the Echidnas could have freaking followed her. All they had to do was vision and remember how the area looked that she warped to. Thank y'all for telling me that, because I ain't gonna lie, I was
place
confused.
of the Master
I thought
Emerald
she
hidden
killed
by a
herself on
tribe of
purpose.
owls.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the games, Sonic and friends are actually Earthlings, and it's just an accepted fact that humans,
Oh!
animals, and human-like animals just coexist.
What?
Human-like animals having histories
It be
spanning back
effing
thousands
dogs!
of years, and they're more commonly
Oh.
found on islands.
Oh.
Earthlings, rather than being a standard form of travel across the galaxy, are creations of the 7 Chaos Emeralds used to access
Gotcha.
pocket dimensions they created themselves called Special
Oh,
Stations.
that's cool.
In the movies, Sonic's old island home was also the home of an owl tribe and an echidna
Yep.
tribe that had been at war with each other
Yep,
for
they've been
centuries. We know
gangbangers.
very little about the owl tribe, for its only member we have
Longclaw
seen
been
is
a crip.
Sonic's guardian Longclaw,
What?
who we are told is
Yep.
the last of her tribe, and is seen sacrificing herself to get Sonic to safety when the echidna tribe attacked to claim the
Yep.
ultimate power for themselves. Between
Sonic
the
know he
first
could have
movie
run
and-
faster than that. Y'all know damn well if Sonic wanted to, he would have got the long claw quicker than what he did, bro. Sonic ain't slick. He ain't want that action. Look at this YN. Who would want to fight him, bro? Look like a professional booty sniffer.
For
Bro,
a
what?
second, I have
None of
no
my-
idea
what?
if this is
Look
supposed
at
to mean the
Knuckles.
power inside Sonic as they tried to kidnap him, or to
Oh.
use Longclaw to lead them to the Master Emerald. Maybe both?
Whoa.
I don't know, they never make it clear. The Echidna tribe is full of elite warriors bent on conquest, led
Them
by
boys.
their elder leader, Pachacamac.
Pachacamac.
Yeah.
You got a bowling alley?
Pamachaka.
Pachacamac.
Parmesan.
He said Parmesan.
Jor. Mar.
Mac.
Zap.
Miracle Whip. TMNT exists in the Sonic universe? What?
The
That is
entire tribe
insane.
left, leaving only
Oh.
one member behind. A young child, Knuckles the Echidna.
That boy
left
Knuckles.
on his own as none of his tribe returned.
black
with their
brother.
fates unknown. Neither movie elaborates on what happened to them after they tried to kill
Hey.
Longclaw. In the
What?
games, the Echidna tribe, led by Pachacamac, who lived in what would later become both Mystic Ruins and Angel Island. Rather than existing 10 or so years ago, they were around over 1,000 years ago before
Whoa.
meeting their fate when they tried to take the ultimate power for themselves instead of protecting it, harming Chow that
idiots.
got in the way. Knuckles
greedy.
himself wasn't exactly a member of the tribe as much as he was a descendant of them.
Oh.
As following that tragedy, a section of their land with the Master Emerald Shrine on it was lifted into the air, becoming Angel Island.
But that thing
only
look like
few
a
surviving
infected
members of the
toenail.
tribe board, and took it upon themselves to be the guardians of that island to protect the Master Emerald from
Yo.
any threats who wish to abuse its power. Meanwhile, the island depicted in the movie is based on South Island, the site
Oh.
of Sonic 1. And as for the owls, well, there is no owl tribe in the games.
So Longclaw don't exist? Wait. This is so confusing.
Well, as far as we know. But South Island is populated with ancient-looking ruins from a civilization long past.
Okay.
And are full of what appear to be depictions of owl faces.
Oh!
Could have been the inspiration for the owls in the movie world.
Oh,
now,
that's
in the
cool.
world of the movies, long ago, Echidna warriors forged the 7
Right, the
Chaos
dragon-
Emeralds together to become the all-powerful Master Emerald, which can grant unlimited power to whoever possesses it, making their thoughts reality. But was
So basically, the Master Emerald in the movies are the Chaos Emeralds, but they're fused together and they make this one big emerald. And that's only in the movie, right, y'all? I don't know.
stolen by the owls to prevent anyone from ever using that power.
Okay.
And building the temple and shrine the emerald was kept in. But later on, the Master Emerald shatters,
Dang.
separating from the Chaos Emeralds. And
Oh! Y'all, that just gave me PTSD from Sonic Adventure 2. And you guys remember when the Chaos Emerald fell out the spaceship and Knuckles had to go find it? The trauma from that mission in space got to me. I'm sorry, y'all.
afterwards, Knuckles uses his power to reform the shards back into the Master Emerald,
Yeah.
separate from the smaller Chaos
Look at that
Emeralds.
boy.
In the games, however, the Master
how
Emerald, as
big.
far as we know, has existed just as long as the Chaos Emeralds,
Yeah.
if not longer, and is their primary controller, able to nullify them or make them more
Oh.
powerful, and has been the
So
sacred
they're their
property
own thing.
of the Echidnas for generations. And were also the ones who built its
They're
shrine,
big.
where it is still kept to present day. Because of his lineage being exposed to it for generations, Knuckles has a connection to the Master Emerald, granting him the ability to sense the energy of emerald shards as well as being to reform them back into one piece.
That's cool.
In the movie, Sonic has a mysterious power of unknown origin and is heavily sought after, presumably the source of his super speed, and as he moves quickly leaves behind blue electricity. In moments of great stress, Sonic's body charges up, making his quills and eyes glow a bright blue, with a lot more
Wait.
electricity around him.
So that's why they
Sonic
came after him?
masters this power at the end of the first movie when he stops being afraid and has been able to control it at
Uh-oh.
will ever since.
Uh-oh.
Charged up
Voice
quill seems
like
to be
crashing
capable of unmeasurable energy that was
Whoa.
able to power
Unlimited
robots
power?
machines. And even though the Echidna seems to want this power, we find out Knuckles already had a power almost identical to Sonic's,
Whoa.
but red and more focused on power than speed. And his charge
So Knuckles' power is more like strength than it is speed. Sonic is speed. Knuckles is strength. Wait, y'all, that cutty! So basically, the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emeralds are separate in the games, but in the movies, they're together. Like, they use the Chaos Emeralds to make the Master Emerald, and the Master Emerald in the movies is smaller than the real Master Emerald in the games. But what is Sonic's origin story? If Longclaw, since our tribe doesn't exist in the games, and out of all the hedgehogs in the world, why did Sonic have this power? Where did the power come from?
identical to
All right.
Sonic's, but red and more focused on power than speed. And his charged up quills have also been used to power technology.
They using
In
my
games,
boy
Sonic
as a
doesn't
slave.
really have a power like that.
He just
Sonic
running.
was born with the gift of great speed, and
Okay.
most of his abilities are athletic based,
Ah.
primarily using the momentum of his speed and his hedgehog rolling to take advantage of the environment around
So
him.
he ain't
But as the
special.
years went by, Sonic would continue to get faster and faster and would gain a blue glow around him while in
Ah,
motion.
that's
And in
cool.
time would develop an ability called Boost, which uses energy from rings and sometimes wisps. It's weird fretting sentences together, saying wisps, to propel him
Sonic a
forward
belt. Remind me of when my mom used to beat me. So movie Sonic has a special power, whereas game Sonic is just he just fast. It ain't nothing to it. He just run fast. That's basically it, right? Basically, he just a regular.
a rocket with a powerful blue aura around him, destroying obstacles and robots like a battering ram.
Hey, y'all think he be getting
However,
tired?
In Sonic Frontiers, which came out after the
I know
first
his
two
athlete's
movies,
foot
Sonic's
beats
movie
terrible.
power is directly referenced in this game. When
Ah.
crossing the cyber barrier, Sonic gets entangled with cyberspace, granting him a power
entangled.
connecting him to the Starfall Islands, which upgrades him over time. Collecting the max amount of rings gives Sonic
I
a
have this
temporary
game, y'all.
power-up state with a cinematic recreating the shot in the first movie where Sonic's full power awakens.
That's
Blue eyes and
cool.
electricity included. In
Ah.
the movies, both Sonic and Eggman have quite a bit of backstory. Sonic never knew his parents and was raised from a young age by
Yep.
Longclaw before being sent to Earth, where he would spend several years living in secret. And we watch him grow from fearful to brave as his story progresses. Sonic
Superman!
in the games does not
Da-da-da,
have an
Super Nick.
origin nor a backstory, and we do not know anything about his past prior to the first moment you can play as him. in Sonic 1. However, there is a bit of vague mystery to him. We know
what-
he's been on his own without a family, exploring island after island his whole
He had a
childhood,
plane.
and he is one of the few characters with connection to chaos energy. But unlike the
Yeah.
others who have lore reasons for it, Sonic's is never explained.
He just be
Furthermore,
doing
Sonic's
it.
super transformation appears on a mural from ancient times on
That's
Angel Island,
cool.
and most curiously bears an uncanny resemblance to Shadow the Hedgehog, who was created decades before Sonic was even born. Sonic
What?
assumes Shadow to be an imposter on first meeting, but Shadow, laying eyes upon Sonic for the first time, appears genuinely confused. On top of bearing identical physical abilities and the capability of using Chaos Control, there are way too many coincidences between the two that's never been elaborated since. And
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Let me cook, y'all. Let me cook. What if, y'all? What if Sonic is the reincarnation of a legendary hedgehog? Shadow was made from the knowledge of the Echidnas of that legendary hedgehog. And basically, they used what they knew and what they saw and heard was the ancient, legendary hedgehog's powers. What if Shadow was made in that hedgehog's image, and Sonic is basically the reincarnation? Because think about it, could have been any other hedgehog that been fast. It just happened to be him. And then, in the ancient that we just saw in that monogram, he was blue too. So, I might be cooking it. Y'all let me know if I sound stupid or not. Okay, I'ma shut up. Okay, all right, let's go, come on.
seemingly, the third movie follows this up, where both Sonic and Shadow seem equally confused why they look like each other.
Exactly.
Why do you look like me?
I don't look like you. You look like me.
Yeah, he is
Why do you
older,
look
Sonic.
like me?
Who are you? Why do you
Keanu.
look like me?
This is a waste of time.
He about to shoot you. Dang! Dang! He had to
After
choke slam my
Ivo
boy.
Eggman Robotnik in the movie starts out as a brilliant yet
My
arrogant
boy.
scientist who works with the United States government.
JFK.
He grew up as an orphan, leading him to resent the concept of love, family, and friendship.
I think I just threw.
Why everybody parents leaving
and
him?
would use his advanced
What? He just...
intellect to ruin anybody who would ever try to humiliate him. But throughout the progression of the movies, his ever-growing hubris, mustache, and hunger for power, as well as being hindered by that pesky blue hedgehog,
He went
you
cuckoo.
slowly see the transformation before your very eyes.
He
as
went
grows
nutty.
From a government professional to
Dude is a
ever more
nut.
mad and insane.
Dang! That hairline Sonic scratched him out so bad his hairline recede. What?
But in the
I remember
games,
that.
just like Sonic, Eggman does not have any origin or backstory. We learn quite a
Exactly.
bit of his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik,
Yeah,
which
Gerald-
inspired Ivo from a young age to become a brilliant scientist, and gives a direct connection to Eggman's great genius and gifts of both inventing machines and making archaeological discoveries. But other than that, and that he supposedly almost got a teaching degree, we know nothing
Teaching
about
degree?
him prior to his first appearance in Sonic
Who will
1.
let him into
Gerald
school?
Robotnik in the games had a long history, far too expansive to cover here, that connects so many aspects of the
Look
game
at,
world's
is that
lore.
Eggman?
But upon the death of his
Yo,
beloved
was that Eggman? The dude right there. Look at him. He's holding a baby in it. I can barely
here
see.
that connects so
Is
many
that
aspects
Maria?
of the game world's lore. But upon the death of his beloved granddaughter Maria during the
Maria!
shutting down and covering up of Project Shadow,
That
he
hurt my
lost
heart.
his sanity and conducted an elaborate revenge scheme before
don't even
being
blame him.
arrested and sentenced to death by gun, with his
I would've blew up the
execution
world
recorded
before
on
I
tape.
die.
But his revenge plan lived on 50 years later. So by contrast, in the movie's world, Gerald Robotnik, 50 years after the shutting down of Project Shadow, is actually alive and well.
What?
And at a whopping 110 years old. I don't know what you're doing,
110?
fella, but it is working for
Ew.
you.
Y'all, I know his skin feel like boogers. Yo.
What you're doing, fella, but it is working for you. In
Yeah.
the movies, GUN, Guardian Units of Nations,
Gun.
was formed between the events of the first two movies as an advanced military force to keep the world safe
Who
from
invite
threats
Ric
as
Flair?
dangerous as Robotnik and Sonic. Whilst in the games, Gun has been an active entity for decades, at least way over 50 years, and prior to the creation of Space Colony Arc, as Gun were the ones who funded Gerald Robotnik's research. Rounding off for today, in the movies, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles live in the attic above the home of human characters Tom and Maddie, and the five of them, plus their dog Ozzy, are like a little
Ozzy.
family who live in Green Hills, Montana. And with the Owl and Echidna tribes long gone, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles vow to stay together as the new Guardians to protect the Master Emerald from evil.
Hey,
Meanwhile,
brothers, we happy and we're singing and we're colored. Do-do-do-do. Give me a high five. Bro, I know nobody ain't got no mama and daddy, bro. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, all them orphans, bro. They're really like the orphan Avengers, bro. Like somebody mama or daddy had to pick to be in their life. Ain't no
in
way
the
everybody
games,
been
things
dipping.
are very different. As mentioned earlier, the Master Emerald's history is pretty different and stays on the shrine at Angel Island where Knuckles lives, and is the last of the Echidnas left on Angel Island and is the Master Emerald's sole protector. But Knuckles will occasionally leave the island to join other characters on adventures. Tails, even though he is still a kid, is rather independent and has had multiple residencies, originally hailing from Westside Island to a
Hey,
small
Westside?
hut house he built to store his inventions on Joker Island, before setting up his primary workshop in Mystic Ruins, where he
How he
spends
doing
most
all
of his
this?
time in present.
Look at at the hoverboard from Sonic Riders. The freaking gear. Y'all, we gotta play Sonic Riders. That's my favorite Sonic racing game, bro. But actually, Zero Gravity. I like Zero Gravity. I never really played Riders, the first one.
Tinkering away, working on his planes and gadgets with a small.
How many
living
planes
space
he
on
got?
top. Tails also occasionally occupies a small house located in Emerald Town, shaped
For
like
real?
his own head.
Ha!
And Sonic
like, who lived there? I mean, it's kind of obvious, pal.
Bradley doesn't have a home. The Earth is his home, and he is a nomad constantly on the run in search
He
of new thrills
freeloading.
and adventure, and will stop anywhere
That
for a
boy
bite
free
to eat
balling.
and a place to sleep.
He's
From
staying
a
wherever
resort
he wanna
hotel
stay.
To a treetop to a grassy field, Sonic's not picky. He will
Yep.
even occasionally crash at Tails' places where Tails lets him store his only personal belongings. Just don't ask me about Sonic Shuffle and Sonic and the Secret Rings. I don't know how.
He
to
had a house?
And that
What?
wraps things up for now. I know there's so many more differences between the world of the Sonic movies
Dang,
and the world of the
I
Sonic
thought Knuckles
games,
had a
but
screw.
this will be all for today, as there will surely
Okay.
be a lot more to talk about with the movie universe in future. But
Yeah.
until then, stay tuned and stay awesome.
Yes, sir. You too, my boy DeShaney. Shout out to you, fam. Hey, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. That was really interesting how there's like a parallel. It's like a different universe between the Sonic movies and the games. That is pretty cool. Y'all can't lie. It feels like two different Sonics. Like, it's just not like following the true story. It's like, oh, this right here is this world. Then this right here is the other world. It don't feel like they're all in the same, universe. It feels like it's its own thing. Same with the cartoons and everything, bro. And that to me is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I freaking did. I loved it. This was really fun to watch. And if you guys also enjoyed watching it with me, go to Master button, go to subscribe to join the Keyblade Master family. I love you guys. Let's shout out. Gang.